2014 will not come until the 25th of December this year, which is some clear 11 months and 23 days thereabout. And no matter how excited, agitated, insomniac, sleepless night, agitated I am, December 25th cannot come because I wish it. December 25th is going to come in its proper timing by the organization of God in times and season, days and nights, by the rotation of the earth on its axis and its revolution around the sun. December 25th will come after December 24th. In fact, December would not show up until the 30 days of November are over. And November cannot show up in 45 days' time. November will have to show up after October has played its role. And going backwards to September, August, July, June, May, April, March, February, until we get to tomorrow, January 8th, there is no amount of pressure, super excitement that we can place for Christmas 2014, because everything operates in its time, in its season. There is a popular verse in the Bible in the book of Ecclesiastes, chapter 3. Two popular verses are chapter 3, verse 1 and chapter 3, verse 11. Chapter 3, verse 1 goes like this: to everything there is a season and a right time for every purpose. Verse 11 goes like this: God makes all things beautiful in their proper time. There is nothing like the right timing. And because we know that there is a proper timing, that there is a right timing, it also means that we understand, or should understand and appreciate, that there is process. Because wherever there is timing, there is process, there is strategy. And if there is process and strategy and timing, then there's got to be patience. There's got to be determination. There's got to be a heart that tells you that everything will happen in their proper time. And so I could wish you Merry Christmas 2014, but that will not be relevant to you for the next 11 months and 3 weeks. So also, that man in our fictitious story thought all was well, but he forgot the key. The key was he needed an invitation. 2014 has started. It has another 327, 28 more days to go. And most of them we expect to be results and consequences of hard work. I wonder who, listening to me this evening, expects tragedy in 2014, bad news, sorrow, evil tidings. No, everybody is anticipating progress, good health, prosperity, joy, excitement, laughter, financial health, progress. But all that does not happen by happenstance. It has to be ordered, organized, appreciated, and worked towards. This is how the scripture puts it. In Matthew's gospel, the first of the 4 gospels in the New Testament, Jesus Christ was speaking, and he said this in verse 33. Make sure you seek first God's kingdom and God's righteousness. And as long as you have done that first, not second, first, every other thing that we expect will be added onto it. In other words, keep the main thing the main thing. Get your priorities right. I must get my priorities right. We all, as individuals, families, companies, schools, institutions, and certainly as our nation, we must get our priorities right. Government must get her priorities right. The private sector, the religious institutions, we must all, civil society, get our priorities right. Which means that we must glance at 2013 and do a quick cursory look at things and people and programs and projects and pronouncements and things that we did which really did not give us the desired result positively, and drop them quickly and reorganize ourselves quickly before it's February and March and April, because every year has a way of running. And most times when I anticipate a year in the Gambia, a calendar year, I'm amazed, because January starts, And sooner or later, we get into February, so we are thinking independence. And sooner or later, we are thinking Corite, and we are thinking Easter. And sooner or later, we are thinking maybe Roots Homecoming Festival. We are thinking July 22nd. The next thing, summer holiday comes. The next thing, I even forgot Easter. We are thinking Easter. The next thing you know, schools are opening in September. Tobaski is coming, Christmas. Before you know it, the year goes. And that does not add all kinds of other programs, holidays, and things that can happen, planned and unplanned. And so sometimes it's like we have to hold the year strong and make sure every day and every week counts, because they fly like that. We need to make sure that the 48-hour working week counts for us. And those in the private sector, maybe extra hours, counts for us, because it tends to fly. It's Monday, before you know it's Thursday, 6 p.m., we shut down. A few people do things Friday, Saturday, we come back again. Question to you is, are you seeking God first? I have every assurance to say, ladies and gentlemen, without any amount of doubt in my heart, that you cannot seek God first, put him first, and everything else will be a waste in your life. It's not possible. There are millions of us globally who can testify to that. And that is why in the biblical concept, there is a concept known as the first fruits. The first that you give to God. And you say, take it. And that's why globally, a lot of people in the month of January take out time to pray and to fast. It becomes their first fruits. God, before we start running helter-skelter in February, chasing contracts, chasing this, looking for school, looking for scholarship, looking for a new job, buying a kind of house, we want to just center down and give you January as our first fruits, as our tithe. In other words, if we seek God's face, seek his will, seek his counsel, if we do retreats, offices, schools, companies, ministries, government, if we take time and we retreat in January and map out our strategies, short, medium, long term, chances are come 31st December, even if we are not 97% successful, I'm sure we could be well over 50% successful, because even on a quarterly basis, we can be reappraising, and we can be checking, and we can be skewing left and skewing right, and keeping to the confines of the dream that we had, leaving a little gap for the incidentals that are outside of the power of our control. And so it's good to take this time as an individual. This is the 7th day. Have you taken time to just sit down at home, maybe go down the beach, find a retreat spot, look at your life, and ask God for his help? One of the ways, and the most critical way for me, is to give him your life, is to open your heart to him, let him lead you. Let there be a change, a shift, a renewal, what we call a born-again experience in your heart, and you can take life from God's perspective. If not, chances are you're going to get the same results you got in 2013, because chances are you're going to do the same things, and the same things will give you the same results, maybe in a greater magnitude, but it's going to be the same thing. I can easily tell you, if your friends of 2013 are the same friends of 2014, you're going to get the same effect. And I'm not saying they are bad friends or good friends. That's left to you and to me to analyze. If my friends, if my information base is what it is now, as it was last year, chances are I'm going to get the same results. Did you read a book, 2 books? Did you build up on your vocabulary? Did you stretch the muscle of your mind in 2013? If you did it, how much time did you give to watching movies? How much time did you spend on Facebook? How much time did you spend on Instagram? How much time did you spend on all the different parties and the shows and the gala dinners and the diamond table and the gold table and all the things? How much time did you spend, and what did you gain in your personal, tangible growth in your life? Because truth is, you're 1 year older. You're even 1 week older from January 1, and so am I. So what I say to you, I say to myself. So it means we must all take a critical look at our lives and ask the creator of life, the author of life, the one who loaned us